So today we're in the homestead kitchen and I am going to make pickled eggs. Pickled eggs are something that people either love or they hate. I'm not real big on it, I'll be honest with you. My husband really likes them, so I'm going to make them for him, and I'm going to share with you today how I make them. So a lot of people think, pickled eggs are just something that, as some people like, but really they're very versatile. For those of you that want a high protein snack, they're really cool because you can just reach in the fridge and grab one on the go. You can use them in your egg salad or tuna salad or whatever. And whenever they are pickled like this, they're going to have just a really unique marinated flavor. So let's get started here. I've got my stuff. Normally I would use straight water and vinegar, but I have some of this handy dandy pickling stuff here. Okay, now this is all ready to go, so I didn't have to measure out any ratios, but I would normally use maybe a cup of vinegar to a cup of water for the pickled eggs. And my husband is really he likes turmeric. And so I like to put turmeric in there. So you're going to start with your ball jars. Now these are actually pretty decent sized jars. You can make them in jars, like the half-gallon sized jars up here, but you really want to make it easy to get in and out of. So we're going to start with this today. Garlic is good for everything. I'm just saying, garlic's good for everything. If you've seen my honey garlic video before, you know it is. So I am just going to take some turmeric here because I want to get some base in the bottom. And I'm going to take a full tablespoon of my turmeric, okay? And ground turmeric. You can use fresh turmeric. This just happens to be ground. That's all I have today. I'm going to put that in the bottom, right? In addition to that, I'm going to put 3 garlic cloves. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your garlic is washed, peeled, dried, all that good stuff. And then I would normally add some Himalayan salt. However, since I'm using the 3-in-1, I'm going to go ahead and slide that to the side. And I'm going to make sure that my eggs are boiled and ready to go. And today, and I've got them here in plastic only so that you can see them. I hate using plastic. Glass is better for you and so forth. But I want to get this going. Now, I've got my brine here. Let me get my brine over here. Y'all hang with me. Stretch to get that. And I got my canning lid. Okay. And I'm going to pour some of my brine in here. Now, this has been washed, distilled, clean, all that good stuff. This as well. This is warm brine. I just want to kill any bacteria from the air. I know I'm a little weird like that. Okay, I'm going to put some in the bottom. All right. Now, because I'm using the ground, I'm just going to give it some swish. I'm just going to get a little bit, stir it up there a little bit. Now I've got some cool jar stuff that I could use, but as you can see, it's just kind of marinating that turmeric and the garlic cloves together. And I'm just going to start putting my eggs in here. Now you might be saying, Maggie, how did you get your eggs to look so good? Instapot. Instapot is the jam. If you do not have an Instapot, I'm telling you, it will revolutionize how you do the kitchen. I have never been a big how should I say it, domestic. I was busy raising kids prior to getting married. I was a single mom, so I didn't have time for all that. So my cooking meant like, do you want me to pick up Kentucky Fried Chicken or Pizza Hut? That was really bad stuff that I fed my kids. But now, fast forward years later, married to the man that I loved dearly. He was my junior high sweetheart. We got married 7 years ago, and we moved out in the country to do the homesteading life, and hence why we're doing homesteading with Maggie and Kevin. We wanted to really get to know what we were, get some knowledge before we started sharing with you all. So if you catch any of my other videos on Keys to Your Best Life, you'll know that I'm passionate about everything spirit, soul, and body. This has to do with the body. Turmeric is good for the body. Eggs are good protein. Turmeric is really good for inflammation and so forth. So I encourage you, you can use tons of different seasonings, and at another time I'll do another, you can use beets. People use all kinds of stuff. But I really like the turmeric because I want to make sure that the inflammation of my husband's body is low. So these were done in the Instapot. Okay, I did them on 6 minutes, and then I put them into a bowl and I put ice on them, and they peel so easy. I absolutely love them. So you want to watch and make sure that they don't have a lot of nicks and stuff when you start loading up your jar, okay? Some people purposely put holes in these to let the flavor get inside of it, but that's just a chance for more bacteria to get in there. These are not going to be fermented. These are going to go into the refrigerator, but still, you want to make sure that you keep them whole, unblemished ones like that. And so I've got some in there. Now I'm going to add another favorite thing that I love. Now, normally I would have dill out of our garden, but I had to purchase some dill because it is February in Middle Tennessee and there's snow on the ground. So dill is amazing. Put a little dill in there, give it some flavor. Got some dill, get some more eggs in there. That one looks a little rough, so I'll use that for tuna or chicken salad or something, who knows. Great snack. Protein, you know, so many people are doing keto. And even on the carnivore diet, you can literally have this stuff. Now, as you notice, I keep adding some solution because I don't want air pockets getting in there. I don't want any air pockets getting into my eggs and where they're going to have a chance. I want them to all have some area where they can breathe. So it's really that simple. Really that simple. Got the eggs loaded in here. I'm going to put a little extra garlic because I think a little extra garlic is good. Garlic is very medicinal and it tastes good. It flavors things good and it's good for you. You know that if you're getting sick and you feel something coming on you, it's always good to chew some raw garlic. And I know you're going, ew. So, but it's good for you. Really, really good for you. Especially honey garlic. So, okay, so I'm going to put more brine in there. And as you see, it's just loading up. Now, this is going to go in the refrigerator. And it's got a wet moisture to it. So, I like to get, we've got the traditional lids that came with it. But these are really good for when you got to use the refrigerator. Because these, after a period of time, they get kind of rusty. And let's face it, these were really hard to get a hold of. And I want to, this past year. So I want to save these for canning because these are brand new lids. You can use whatever lid you choose, but I like these leak proof. They're made by Ball. Ball is my favorite canning supplies. Get a shout out to Ball. And voila, look at this. Okay, I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to shake it a little bit to get that turmeric going in there. But isn't that pretty? You got your eggs, your turmeric, and your garlic. Dill makes it taste good. I'm going to add a little bit more in there because I can see where there's literally some headspace. Now, if we were doing this to ferment, we would want to leave some headspace. The only difference between this and fermenting it is this is going to go in the refrigerator. So make sure that you take a look at the fermenting videos that I do, some carrot fermenting and so forth to learn how to do that. But voila, you know, quick and easy snack. You can use them in your dishes, anything that calls for boiled eggs. Like I said, all your salads, you can put them on you can make a salad for dinner and throw some eggs on there. And they're going to have a really good flavor because they've been pickled in some good medicinal things. So I encourage you guys to make sure that you check out all of our stuff here on the homestead.